come transform our entryway with us for less than $500. So to start out, I just kind of put tape up to see the kind of vibe I was going for. And then it was Alex's turn to actually get in there and do the measurements because I sure wasn't going to do it. And then we fought with the nail gun and had to put this project on hold. So I laid the floor out to get an idea of what it was going to look like, lined it up with the, what's that thing called? Level. And then just got to going. These are really easy to do when you don't have to do any cutting, and this was me reading the instructions after the fact, and no, I didn't put anything under them. I just said, fuck it, we ball. We did have some difficult cuts that we needed to do because we went into the closet, we had to go around, and then we went all the way through our mudroom. So the cutting, when you had to do them like kind of on an angle or a little jiggy jag, was kind of hard, but straight across it was really easy, and they break right in half, especially if you use an X-Acto knife, and then just pop them up. Then we decided we were going to fight with the nail gun a little bit more, but Alex figured it out, and it was pretty easy after that. The cutting for this is not that bad, but the nail gun is so loud, and we did this with the sleeping baby. You can see me keep checking the monitor. I cannot believe us. But then we put wood filler, caulked it, everything, and then I started sanding it and painting. And we didn't even have the shade of paint from our builder, so we just had to do a shade match and hope for the best. And then we did end up putting a straight line of the gray, and I feel like that made all the difference with this floor. And we do end up putting a trim piece at the bottom, just FYI, and that also makes it look more like an inlay and tile. So then I started messing with the decor. The best part, of course, Alex hung this floating shelf that we had laying around because we didn't necessarily want a console table because we do have a baby, so we're just kind of trying to avoid anything he can grab onto. But I found a bench, so then that defeated the purpose. And here he is crawling away. He likes the floor. And then it was time for Alex to hang all the sconces and artwork, and I'll leave it up to him because I just eyeball it and he actually uses measurements. And he did a great job. And I did want to hang the picture in between the molding. I know that kind of defeats the purpose of picture molding, whatever. And here is the finished product. I cannot be happier with how it turned out. And I feel like it makes our entryway so much bigger. Also, we did add a light that I found on Amazon in a ceiling medallion because there was a giant hole in the ceiling from the recessed lighting. But it does make our mudroom and our entry actually look intentional and so much better. I will have everything linked on my Instagram and my LTK, or everything that I can link anyway. But highly recommend. It was such a fun project to do. My favorite yet.